Hello, and we are back for another lesson, a little lab. This time it's about this tuned thingy. Well, tuned I don't know why we have to do this, seriously. Like, this is something from Red Hat I haven't understood. The other parts I really understand, and I'm a system engineer myself, or sysadmin, whatever you call it. Nowadays we would rather say system engineer, considering the complexity of the things we do and design and so on. But this tuned, like, honestly, I don't really understand. This is really something that's very Red Hat. Like, I don't see it used anywhere else. Otherwise, you would use things like CPU power or this kind of things. Otherwise, like, but well, okay, they have their own way of doing things, and they like to be able to change things dynamically. So why not? And also the question here is not very complicated. Like, I'm just wondering why they even. Yeah, I don't know. We have to do this. So anyway, let's go directly to what we need to do. So let's install the stuff. So we'll go to the server. We could do it on the client. I don't know. In the exam, just be careful to do it wherever they ask you to do it. So let's install it. I just recommend you put the start because sometimes they want you to install some more stuff, but maybe it's just that package. So we'll install the tuned package and let's see, it will probably find it. Yeah, you see there are a bunch of those tuned thingies, so let's just download the whole thing, install the whole mess of them, just in case, it's better to have more than less. And then we will enable it, so we'll start it and enable it. We can also systemctl status tuned. Let's see what it says. Well, it's actually enable and active, so it's running anyway, so we don't need to do anything. Good practice would be to do a system control enable -- now and tuned. But considering it's already enabled and running, well, we don't need to do anything. So let's just start. So we just need to apply the recommended tuned profile on our system. So let's start. The command for tuned is called tuned-adm, so administration, and then you can do a little help to see what you can do with that. So basically here in this case we want to see the recommended profile. So you see, basically you just type recommend, and then it will tell you what is the recommended profile. It's pretty straightforward, and the recommended profile is virtual guest. So considering we are using a virtual machine, I guess it makes sense. And then we just need to basically enable that profile. So we'll do tuned and then profile to switch to a given profile. And then I think we can either name the profile or we can even say recommended, but we will see. Like if you do tuned-adm, and then we do profile, like above in the help, you see it's like switch to a given profile. And then what can we switch to? You do just tab twice, and then you will see you have a certain amount of profiles, and you see the virtual guest is one of them, so you can just put that one. I think if you type also recommended, recommend, it will also work, but yeah, you can just put virtual guest. If you just do this and then virtual guest, and it will autocomplete. So basically by doing this you switch to the profile that is now the recommended profile, which is virtual guest. So now if you do tuned-adm active, you will see which profile is active. And you see that it is a virtual guest. And that's it. So you don't need to do anything more. Basically, if we reboot, we could try to reboot, it should still be there, so you don't need to do anything more than that. The enable things is the trick that you need to enable, you need to make sure that it's enabled. But in our case, it is enabled, so upon reboot, it will restart as well, and then it will be running, and it will load the profile that we just made active. So that's it for this lesson. Super quick, super easy. I haven't heard of other questions being asked, but really this is about this. You want to be able to switch to another profile, so you just go to the help and then you do what they ask you, In this case they wanted the recommended profile, so you do recommend, and they will recommend you a profile, and then you switch with profile, you give the name of the profile, and that's it. Use the double tab, it will give you the possibilities, and you're good to go for this one. Super easy points to make. You can make this question regardless of the other questions because they are independent of this one. So this is one I would suggest you do first, just to make some points, easy points, and then you can do the more complicated ones later on. I mean, you see how quick this is. So, that's it. See you in the next lecture.